You all know that Bed Bath & Beyond had a meteoric rise from a $4 stock to a $30 stock in a span of about 2 weeks. You also probably know that it has, in 3 days, dropped back from a $30 stock to a now sub $10 stock in after hours on Friday. I want to talk about the reasons why Bed Bath & Beyond fell today and hopefully how you can avoid losing money on plays like this in the future. So if you're excited, hit the like button, hit the red subscribe button if you're new, and let's go ahead and jump into it. I want to start with the obvious reason the stock came back down, and that is mean reversion, right? If a stock goes from $4 to $30, very, very high likelihood it's going to get crushed and come back down. It was just a $4 stock. It was just a company valued as $4, whatever the market cap was down here. It's up nearly 500, or not nearly 600%, maybe even a little over 600. It got close to 600% in 2 weeks. That is not a normal move. That is not natural free market price action that is going to be sustainable, right? These moves almost always, if not always, have mean reversion. Look at AMC squeeze, mean reversion. Look at GME squeeze, mean reversion very quickly, a lot like Bed Bath & Beyond's. Fubo was a stock that squeezed in the past to 62, mean reversion. Hertz is a stock that squeezed a long time ago to 46, mean reversion. Go look at any of these stocks that have huge squeezes. They just do get crushed. Did I make a video titled How Bed Bath & Beyond could go to $400? Yes, I did. Did I ever tell you, and I made it on this day, did I ever tell you to go buy Bed Bath & Beyond up above 20? Hell no, I didn't. You should not make a habit out of chasing 500% runners, right? I actually, in that video, warned many a times how easily Bed Bath & Beyond could come back to $10. So that's the first reason. Does normal natural price action, mean reversion, these huge squeezing plays, a lot of beginners love to make a habit out of chasing them, and it can be fine to do maybe on lotto size. You know, you can swing for home runs, but if you're swinging for home runs, if you're buying a stock up 300-400%, thinking maybe it can go another 400, 500, 600% from there, understand you're swinging for home runs. You've choked down on the bat. You're swinging harder. The likelihood that you're going to miss and lose money is way higher. So make sure you size appropriately for that, right? I can't tell you what to do, of course, with your trades. You've got to trade your own strategy. Please trade your own strategy. Please don't listen to anything I or anybody else says to go take trades. Blah, blah, blah. But that's the first reason. Natural mean reversion. Second big reason and big news reason is because Ryan Cohen was a 11 plus % shareholder in the stock, sold all of his stake. He had owned the stock for a little while. I think he bought it in March, bought it back here. I think that might have been part of this pump back here. He bought the stock in March, and since then, he's obviously owned a lot of it. He's been a champion, not just for this stock, but for AMC and GME. Who he is, he's the founder of Chewy. I believe their ticker, CHWY. Yes, he is the founder of Chewy. By the way, look at them kind of roll over too. And he's also a GameStop board member. But he's been a bit of a champion for the meme stocks, right? The meme stocks, the AMC, the Bed Bath & Beyond, the GME. He's been a champion for retail. Retail has very much looked up to him for foresight into what these stocks are going to do. He's pretended that he cares about them and fights for them. And of course, as they always end up doing, I've been doing this now for over 7 years, stock trading. It happens. There'll be a champion, some billionaire will pretend to care about the people. And then, of course, once they get what they want out of it, they cash out, take their insane profits, and run away. They don't care. They don't care about you. They never did, right? It's always about the money. But let me go ahead and talk about him a little bit. I want to start here. He's actually the guy that tweeted this a while back. This is now making big recirculation on Twitter. On June 29th, I'm sick of seeing failed executives make millions in risk-free compensation while shareholders are left holding the bag. What did he do? He sold. He is the millionaire. He is the millionaire executive. He sold, left millions of shareholders holding the bag, didn't he? But I want to start here. Let's go ahead and look at his 13D. So this is actually from a website called BAM SEC. I'll put their link in the description down below. Let me actually open them in a new tab. So if I look up Bed Bath & Beyond here, I can see all filings. A very cool website, a very cool free resource. I am not in any way affiliated with them. Hit me up, BAM, if you want me to be, but I am in no way affiliated with them right now. But I will leave this link in the description down below. But anyway, let's look. So he had a 13D filing for both RC Ventures, which is his investment group, and himself. He had to file for both RC Ventures and Ryan Cohen. These are for the same shares, but for 9.45 million shares of Bed Bath & Beyond, representing 11.8% ownership. If you don't know, when you buy or sell over a large part of a company, I believe it's anything over 5%, you have to file with the SEC. You can't just come buy a large part of a company like randomly. You can't just do that. You have to file it with the SEC. That's why this filing's out here. But you can see here, this is how much he owned. He owned 9.45 million shares, or at least here, let's just click here now. He also owned options that represented some of that. But here's his 13D from the other day ago. I believe it was, if I scroll down, 8/17. You can see he dumped all of his shares and his options, right? Each one of these options represents, you have to multiply these numbers by 100, right? Because each option represents 100 shares. So you have to multiply these numbers by 100, but you do end up getting to the 9.4. I did the math. You do end up getting that he sold all of his shares, but you can also just look here, right? He went from filing at 9.45 million shares. Now he's filing under both RC Ventures and Ryan Cohen again. 0 shares, 0% of the stock is owned by his investment firm RC Ventures or Ryan Cohen. So he has completely sold out of the stock. And what does that do, right? That causes, let's start here. What is this move? This move is retail squeezing hedge funds, right? Retail recognizing that hedge funds are overexposed to the short side. There was over 100% short float reported and confirmed reported down here towards the low of this stock. Retail recognized that hedge funds had got overexposed. They took advantage of them. Retail won for a little bit here. And then all of a sudden, one of the big champions, one of the big guys that they thought was on their side, has now dumped the stock. So that takes all the wins out of their sales. No one has any belief left in this stock. When Ryan Cohen sells, everybody sold. Obviously, that's not an opinion. It did happen. Now, there's going to be a lot of opinions about this. I want you guys to put them in the description down below. Be nice to one another, please. Just opinions. We're allowed to disagree. We're all adults, right? Let me know your thoughts. Are you still bullish on Bed Bath & Beyond? I know a lot of people are. Do you think retail can step back in, can get over Ryan Cohen selling? Or do you think Bed Bath & Beyond is just going to go back to a $4 stock, if not even worse? Do you think it could get even worse for the company now that you kind of had this flash pan straight up, straight down move? So I know there's a lot of opinions. Once again, be nice about it, but let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it helped teach you something. If it did, please hit the like button. It really does help. If you're new around here, why not subscribe? I post stock market videos every day for free here on this channel. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and sign out of this video. I will catch you all in the next one.